This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the fast and easy way to make a beautiful website. First appointment with a holistic doctor. Ta-da! Pants! By hanging a sheet in the middle of a public park. Shit. Non-productive, just meh mood. Working from home. I feel like the last place you ever want to be in a heat wave is Midtown. Hello all, this is my Sunday slept in heatless waves messy situation. I've also been cleaning, so I'm just extra messy, but the flat is nice and clean. It's the 4th of July, so I'm going out. Generally tend to not plan for like American holidays because it's just like I can't keep up. There's like too many and they don't particularly mean anything to me. I mean, I'm in a country that doesn't even want me. However, we will be celebrating the fact that I am here. Celebrating is probably an exaggeration. I would have been going out anyway. It's Sunday, which means it's dancing day, which you can definitely not tell by this very grandpa-like outfit that I'm rocking. But one of the best things about New York right now is that dancing and nightlife is pretty much completely back. Heading to nowadays, I think I often see a lot of you guys there, which is kind of cool. That's my favorite place to go dancing. I'm in the midst of getting ready. I've done my gua sha, which has made a huge difference. Like every time, I've been picking it back up a lot, and every time I do it, I'm like, whoa, I'm not actually horrendous looking after all. I just didn't depuff my face. Just picking up the camera to check in because I kind of want to do transformation. This is the before, and shortly you will see the after moment. But generally I don't vlog on the weekends just because I've been trying to have more separation between like work and personal time and fun, which is why maybe sometimes on the vlogs it doesn't come across that I'm out doing a lot or socializing a lot. It's because I kind of just, I don't know, when I meet my friends I just kind of like to like switch off and be, I don't know, I'm just quite conscious of that, of spending like quality time when I'm with people. I put my face on, put the top on, and try and come up with something, but I'm having so much fun dressing up for going dancing because I feel like it's the kind of place you can kind of wear anything you want. I felt like capturing this outfit for some kind of vlog. I don't know if this will be in a vlog or maybe I'll throw together a what I'm wearing summer outfits edition. I don't know if people want to see those or prefer just to see the outfits in the regular vlogs. Please help me with that below. I'm gonna take some self-timer photos for Instagram. I'm on my content week rotation and I'm slacking on my photos a little bit. I'm just gonna go outside, sweat my balls off for a little bit, but I would probably wear this clubbing at some point. I think it would be cool. But these are my wacky wavy pants. I don't know what they put in that jab, but clearly some of it must have been color infused because I don't know, I just feel like Claudia, like outfits like this, definitely go follow her on Instagram because she is like a color explosion in the coolest way possible. And there's something about honestly wearing colors that has just been making me happy. What can I say? I love my basics, I love my neutrals, but at least one day a week I like to dress in something kind of mental. I love these jeans. They're from Mandingo. I don't know why I always do that when I show pants. I always feel like, ta-da, pants. But yeah, they're just straight, like they're mid-rise, so that's the only thing. And mid-rise like really doesn't do, like it does the minimum for me out of like all cuts. Well, maybe low-rise would probably be worse, but like I would like it to sit on my waist. That just was what suits me better, whereas this kind of like makes me look very square in the hip, but it's not too bad. I can live with it. And yeah, I just got a pair of dirty old Air Force Ones, also dirty from dancing outside. But yeah, I've got a little kind of like matchy situation. Green, I feel like kind of matches the jeans. It's from And Other Stories. The jeans I got via Lisa Says Ga, which I've been buying a couple of things off, and I saw the print, honestly I just couldn't leave them there, I just thought it was so cool. And then the top is Justin from Urban Outfitters. You know I'm a bit of a sucker for like an Urban Outfitters little loungy crop top. These are so comfy. So comfy. I do find their sizing is pretty because they're so stretchy. Like this is an extra small / small, and it fits perfectly, and the fabric is just so soft. And I got it in black as well. You can tie this bit different ways, and I think that you could be comfy in it, or you could kind of put it together as part of an outfit. Got my normal gold stack jewellery, a little bit of simple eyeliner on, so yeah, I'm gonna go and shoot this now. These are the sunglasses I'm gonna go for. I really like them. Way sent them over in a press package. They're actually Desi's brand. I feel like the last place you ever want to be in a heat wave is Midtown, but we here. Oh God, big Midtown energy. Okay, so I'm about to go get my lashes lifted. I'm so excited. This is the first second beauty treatment. I got my hair done in the other vlog, and I'm getting my lashes done because I want to be pretty and bat my eyelashes at my boyfriend over FaceTime. Definitely one of my favorite treatments, but this is the before. I've got no concealer on, so I look extremely tired. I'm out of my lash appointment. Can you tell the difference? I love them already. They're like so much more bright and awake now. I've come to Bryant Park now, which is around the corner because they moved locations, but I'm just like not used to this concrete jungle Midtown vibe. Definitely a converted Brooklynite for sure. I don't miss Manhattan at all. However, I am making the most of it. A Starbucks, feeling basic today, but I'm trying this new thing they have. I think it's some kind of almond milk shaken chocolatey espresso thing. So we'll give that a go. Not bad. This is up here on purpose, and the reason I was going to go to Central Park is when I used to live in Manhattan, anytime that I was in a funk and in a sort of slightly non-productive, just meh mood, I think you all know what I'm talking about, I would go to the park, and by the time I would leave, I would have so much more mental clarity and just feel a lot calmer and ready to kind of tackle whatever it was that subconsciously was kind of playing on my mind, I guess. I'm dedicating a little 30 minutes, an hour, whatever time I need to drink my coffee and just kind of tap into my mind a little bit, because I've actually had a really great run since I've been home. I've been really productive, really on form, top form I would say, super sociable, just everything going really well since I got back for a solid month and a half, which is the longest stretch of productivity and happiness I've had, and like just balance in my life I've had in such a long time, and I was buzzing off of it, and I kind of want to keep on that train. However, my period was last week, and after my period was done, my mood really dropped and it hasn't picked up since, and it's been about a week. And usually when I feel like this, it could be like a physical thing, so I'll just let my body rest, but I feel like it's becoming a bit of more of a mental block, and that's when I sort of need to, or try to address it. And I think that coming to a park has always helped, because okay, if you think about it, out there is the chaos. Outside the boundaries of this park is chaos and madness and like rushed energy, whereas in the park everyone comes into the park for the same reason, usually in good form, usually coming for calm and a bit of peace and to find a little slice of happiness in their day. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it creates a bubble of positivity maybe that I'm kind of trying to tap into, that I always find works. Most of the things that you're putting off that you're not quite in the mood to do yet, sometimes doing the small things that you are in the mood for gives you the confidence to do the things that you've been putting off. And I feel like a lot of the procrastination comes from just like a weird lack of confidence, because you just feel so unmotivated. So we're gonna start small, work our way back up and get back on top of it this week. Okay besties, we're done with the park, but I'm gonna quickly show you what I'm wearing. Not that it's interesting at all.
Cheers.
This is the fit. Weekday tank top, Nike sort of techie style shorts, which I got last year. Sorry guys, last summer. Really good purchase though. Cute little belt, Paloma wool bag, my like little platform Vans, my Celine sunglasses, which you always ask about. This is the little number thingy. The main things I realized is I did not make enough time for recreational play. the last 2 weeks I've scheduled it in, but I didn't take the time because it's just been really busy. And yeah, even though I've been sticking to my new work schedule really well, the little bit that I scheduled in for playtime, like just playing with my sound bath and like my decks and stuff like that, just stuff that isn't meeting friends or doing everyday life stuff outside of work, I have not made time for. So I feel like that's a really important thing. It feels like play, but actually makes the rest of everything else I do go a lot more smoother. So I'm going to make more time for that. And I've just decided that I'm going to start working out again this week for my mental health. Hello. I am on my way to the subway. I'm going to Williamsburg. I'm on my way to my first appointment with a holistic doctor. I've never done anything like this before, but it's definitely like in line with me. You guys know, very into all things holistic health, but have never actually had a practitioner work on me, if that makes any sense. So yeah, there's nothing actually wrong with me. It's more of a preventative visit, just to like see what he says, because I feel like at this point in your life, and I've noticed it with all my girlfriends as well, you can't quite rely on your body to be completely perfect or to heal itself or to be in really great shape in your late 20s. Like you start having gut issues and all of this kind of stuff. I obviously have been dealing with my malassezia/dermatitis around my nose. Now it's super clear, like I have no makeup on around my nose, it's not flared up, but I have to be so careful with it and not put any products in that area that aren't like my two safe products. Basically it's very prone to flare up still, which I know how to manage and I know how to clear up, but a lot of fungal issues, it can be on the inside as well. So I'm gonna go and see if I can fix myself from the inside out, because a lot of this stuff can be gut related. And I don't know, I've just had this little like intuitive feeling that I should probably go see if like my gut is okay and all of that kind of stuff, because I've definitely had different issues over like, I don't know, the last year, and I just want to make sure that everything is okay and that I can do the absolute most. And I just kind of want to see what it says, see what the experience is like. Okay, I'm back in the flat. My hair has been, oh my god, that's not a great angle, is it? I've navigated my way home. But yeah, the doctor visit was really good. It was definitely like more hands-on. I have to say, I just felt so in good hands. Like do you know, just intuitively you know when you've made the right decision. Like I was doing a lot of research, going through a lot of dermatologists, going through a lot of holistic practitioners, and just like anything else, it can be, you can definitely go down the path of like people that are kind of scam artists and do not have your best interests at heart and that make you pay for all of these tests. The approach, it just seemed exactly what I was looking for, like a non-pushy, non-judgmental, holistic practitioner, and that's what I found. His name is Dr. Joseph. So he doesn't do just like one thing, like he does acupuncture, but it's also like homeopathy, I think, and like Ayurveda, and like he's really well trained in like 4 or 5 different holistic medicine practices, and he kind of combines them all and tailors a treatment plan to like what he thinks you need, basically. Like it was just a completely different experience to like going to a typical GP. 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, you know, a doctor would have physically touched you and felt through your body what was wrong with you. These like kind of, I think they're like homeopathic instruments. They're kind of like these boxes on my body, and each one would narrow down as you went along. While he was doing that, he was kind of holding my arm and sort of like tap. It just felt like a very, I guess he put the holistic in holistic practice. So if any of you were in the Williamsburg area or can reach that and you were looking for someone, I so far would recommend. His energy definitely felt right to me. I was no sus vibes whatsoever. Obviously I'll see how my treatment plan goes. I have a very simple treatment plan. I have 2 supplements that I'll be taking twice a day. I'm not going to share them because I just feel like everyone's body is different, and I feel like his practice, he really treats you as like an individual and checks like everything out. I kind of was going as like a general health check also, like not just for my skin, but it turns out everything is related to my pH level. Like my entire like body chemistry is out of whack apparently. So I'm taking some stuff for that, and I'm gonna go back in 2 weeks for a follow-up appointment. But honestly, it was the same price as going to a city MD and getting a prescription for antibiotics. So I'm definitely willing to give it a shot, kind of patient with it. You know, obviously holistic medicine is not going to be like an instant fix, but like I'm not looking for an instant fix. I'm looking to get to the root of my issue. Turns out this one thing that was unbalanced was having a knock-on effect and coming through in symptoms with so many other things that I've been experiencing, whether it be like my digestion, my gut health, my skin, my moods. Everything is crazy bad with me. Like like he said, I was in overall good health, but that was one thing that really jumped out at him. It's just interesting to see how that issue was having just a domino effect on all of the other things that I was experiencing. So definitely feels like I got a bit of hope, and yeah, it just seems like a really harmless thing to try. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and obviously I will report back. I finished on some acupuncture in my jaw because he said I was really tense and probably am clenching in my sleep. We did some like down here and on my stomach and down by my feet to help my circulation, because that was another issue which he brought up, that I was just like, yes, I have awful circulation, and that's also having a knock-on effect on my hormones and everything else. It's been a while since I attempted this, and I remember it being very messy and unneat with fresh ingredients. I'm also going to attempt to do little strips of tofu that I might shove in there, some my pickled onions, and some vermicelli noodles. These are like glass noodles. I think I'm just going to chuck it all in together and just leave it sit in some soy sauce, maybe a bit of ponzu, maybe a bit of oyster. I don't know, I might just mix it all up. Finding it extremely difficult to take myself seriously as I show you this plate. Anyway, I have a feeling they're going to be delicious. We packed a lot in there, and yeah, I was just really greedy and kept overstuffing them. So hey ho, a gorgeous little evening. It's the end of the week for me. I worked hard watching a little Manola Tough AVA festival in Belfast set. So I have a shoot day today, and in true me fashion, I'm willing to somehow muster up the courage to draw attention to myself by hanging a sheet in the middle of a public park to a tree. Anything for my clients. I honestly really could have done with an assistant today. I know a lot of people are always offering, but I never generally need it. But today I probably could have done with it. However, always shock myself at how much I can accomplish by myself. A little awkward, but I got out here early. I got up at 7:30 to get my makeup on, and I was here for like 8:45. So I'm still very to be quiet. It's probably about 10 now, but the heat's coming out, so I'm happy to have done shooting like before it gets way too fucking hot today. Starting to get hectic, as you can hear, but kind of ironic because I'm trying to like do this whole serene setup. It's hardly an original setup. A lot of people did the whole white sheet thing before, but yeah, I think I'm gonna be really happy with the photos. Also, have you guys even seen my hair straight? I straightened it for a night out the other day. It's always kind of dangerous because I end up wanting to do it loads then. All about the healthy hair, low maintenance, no heat tools, but I felt like something different for this shoot. I can kind of show you guys. I can be sleek, I can be polished. Once upon a time, this would have been a secret to freelancers, or your favorite YouTubers might show you, but like this is the reality of actually doing the logistical parts of going through your files, seeing what you know, shot, picking the photos. It all actually takes time. When I used to do photography on an hourly basis, I used to like be mind blown by the fact that I could charge for the time that it takes to do this, because it doesn't feel like work, but it is work. You have to value your time at the end of the day, and it's something that has to be done. Like, no one else is going to sort out the photos, but at the same time, I quite enjoy this selecting process because it's really low key. But now that you're all working from home pros, I feel like we've all got a little bit of this in us. It's always a bit hilarious to me acknowledging how I look right now, which is fine. I'm beautiful, I love myself, it's all good. But like, compared to my rig out yesterday when I was shooting those photos and the makeup, it's quite the contrast. Photos are looking good, I'm gonna edit them. Got a gorge little colourful salad going on. You'll be seeing lots of salads in the vlogs. This is kind of a standard of what I'd have, just a nice colourful half raw half cooked salad. Just, I don't know, for me personally, I feel like it's just easier for your stomach to digest cooked foods, and they're still good for you. So usually with like onions or garlic, I will fry those off. So that's a red onion. Fried a little bit of leftover pineapple that I'm trying to get through. I've got some raw tomato, cucumber, nicely massaged kale, this brand of chicken that I get, which is really good. And this is pretty much the only brand of chicken that I would eat at home, is this cauliflower one. It's made with like good quality chicken, and it's like baked, it's not bad. And I got the spicy version recently. It's not spicy, but it's still really good. Prepped myself a little dressing. I always find like the funny thing about social media is when you show something like a salad, people are like, what's your order? Or like, what's your coffee? Or what's your dressing? And I always just find that so funny, because to me, I'm just like, just pick whatever you feel like is tastiest. But I have the fried pineapple in there, so I've used a little bit of this leftover peanut sauce from a Thai takeout, mixed it with a bit of vegan mayo and some apple cider vinegar and lemon, and a little drop of water to make this kind of like watered down peanut sauce situation. I like to sneak my apple cider vinegar into my salad dressings because that's like one of the only ways I'll bloody eat it. So before I mix it all up, there you go. I actually pretty much never buy salad dressing because I feel like it always just sits in the fridge. So I just like to use whatever's in my fridge and water it down with like water and apple cider vinegar, lemon, stuff like that. So like mayo, spicy mayo, I don't know, whatever you have lying around really. Ooh, honestly, some sexy tossing action going on over here. Yeah, that's dinner. Delicious. Sorry now, Sweet Green is shaking in their boots. These are the little jars that I got on Etsy. They're so nice. They just have my probiotics, my Chinese medicine, my matcha green tea, my raspberry leaf tea, which is amazing if you're on your period, by the way. It really helps with progesterone dips. And I wasn't lying when I said we're really getting down to some of the more fine details in the apartment. So for these jars, I ordered these gorgeous little stickers. I find this really cool. This is why I love Etsy. I come across like the coolest stuff on there. But like her whole business is just making these gorgeous aesthetic looking stickers. I get so enraged about that word, and I don't care. This aesthetic. That's about the extent of how feisty I'm feeling today, guys. I'm only joking. It's kind of a nice minimalist label aesthetic, and you could pick 4 custom. Oh my god, I'm weak. Look at that. Better light. Oshi, I'm absolutely obsessed with these. It's so immensely satisfying. I love that I was able to customize a Brooklyn loft on the bottom. Good morning. The last clip you saw, I think I was just out of the shower, but I decided to just continue with the home vibes. It is a no makeup loft day, and I kind of just had a couple of like little apartment updates while I was kind of talking about the stuff in the kitchen, because more stuff has come in, and I made like a tiny little improvements here and there. I'm in my comfies, feeling very big Taurus vibe energy. All of my Taurus people out there, I really appreciate what you're about. I think it'll be in this vlog, but I had a little chat to camera the other day in Bryant Park about how I was feeling and how that I just really felt in a funk for the last week and a half. But actually since my holistic doctor visit, like that was kind of like a turning point in getting out of that funk. I think it just was like timing with that also, but I definitely like, it just helped me along to push myself out of that. I think I ended on the fact that I felt like it was actually just a couple of small things that were really bothering me, and the fact that I wasn't doing them and putting them off and procrastinating them was actually making me feel just bogged down and overwhelmed. So once I started feeling a little better, I got around to a lot of those things and I feel a million times better. It's just so hard sometimes, isn't it, to actually do the things you're avoiding, but once you do them, like for example, I mopped the floor the other day, and that is a monumental task for the amount of square footage I have. And I mean, not like a little mop, not like a Swiffer job, I mean like hands and knees, taking all the scuffs off with like a scrubby thing, and then going around with the mop and the bleach and the cleaner and the warm water, and then doing like a final kind of mop at the end. Like, it was a big job and I'd been putting it off, honestly. It's the first time I've owned a proper, hardcore, proper mom mop that I was able to kind of really clean with. Don't judge me, I'm normalizing that. That is a normal New York thing, not to own a mop. And yeah, I just feel a million times better. Like, I genuinely feel like I could eat the dinner off the floor. It's so clean. And that, like, as a Virgo moon, instantly my mood from 0 to 70 at the very least, and then I kind of tackled some other things and it's made me feel a lot better. And like I said, small senses of accomplishment, building my confidence back up has been so important for those funks. Before I go any further with this vlog though, let me just take a second out. Like, I was gonna go vintage shopping tomorrow and put that in the vlog as well, but I already feel like I've got so much footage that that might need to be its own separate daily vlog. I know I'm like behind on an upload this month, and I like to post 3 videos a month, so I might do that and just give you, just catch up on my uploads a little bit with a little bonus non-Sunday upload. Today's sponsor, my regulars, Squarespace, who support my channel so much. I'm sure you guys know what I'm about to say like the back of your hand. But if you happen to be in need of a website of any kind, maybe just recently you've needed one or you've never heard of them, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform where you can do that. You can pick your domain name and basically design a website so easily by yourself with no help. They've got 24/7 hour support if you need any help with any aspect of it, but it's super easy. You just pick a template, you configure it to your needs, you upload the content that you want, and bam, you've got the most beautiful, professional, elegant looking website that's super responsive on mobile and other devices. I've got so many options and features you can integrate into your website, even exclusive membership only content that you can post, whether it's an e-commerce shop or a blog or a portfolio or just your slice of the internet. I would recommend you do it with Squarespace. My link in the description, but it is squarespace.com/Tarmer, and don't forget you can always use my code Tarmer for 10% off your future billing. Considering it a coffee on me, you're welcome. And back to regular programming. Still have not painted the baseboard areas, but I have spray painted the plug sockets. They're blending in a lot better. And I've also, like, look at this, I'm so chuffed with like my tiny scale feats of engineering, but these doors never had like a latch, so I finally just kind of made one with some of the leftover wood, and it just like catches now, whereas before it like sat on a little plinth. But yeah, the doors just have a perfect little catch now, so I'm very impressed with that. What else did we do? We hung another picture. Oh, the bathroom, sick of the sight of it. It actually just feels like a lost cause. I don't want to talk about it. The last major job I have now, which is really exciting, is just painting the baseboard area, like painting along the bottoms. I have like a smaller paint roller, which I'm going to attempt to just do the bottoms of it. I'm like not going to like do everything if I can avoid it. I'm really tempted to paint this whole wall, I'm not going to lie, because I don't know if something happened while I was away or whether it was always there, but I just couldn't see it. But there's definitely some discoloration on the wall over by the window, and I just can't figure it out. Please ignore the chaos behind me. But a really cool thing came for the kitchen. It honestly has already made it look so much more slick, but the lovely people over at Beast, my friend actually does the social media for them, sent me over their like insane, gorgeous, minimalistic blender. I'm not going to shit on her because she has served me well. My magic bullet that I bought for $35 off a neighbor in the Upper East Side when I was a broke ass bitch. But I've made everything from smoothies to smoothie bowls to lattes to matcha to cocktails in this bad boy, mainly because of like I really like this thing because it smushes down the fruit. I can definitely say that I don't think there's a more fitting blender. Like, look at it literally matches the backsplash. Like, waiting to start this vlog segment so that I could use it for the first time and see how we get on. But before I blend, here's a little look at the kitchen. Like, ignore this kind of stuff. I've ordered like a towel rack that hangs off the shelf for the paper towels, so we'll try and get them out of the way. But I rearranged the top last night and it's a little closer to what I want, I think. I'm still getting the flow right, but I'm happy enough with that. I am going to make what my friend made, which is a, oh, what did he make? A protein espresso peanut butter smoothie vibe, because that sounds delicious, although I don't have peanut butter, so I'm going to use almond butter, which I think is probably better for you anyway. A favorite vegan protein, which I've been using for years. It's already mocha flavored, already has some coffee in there. I'm going to do a little bit of MCT oil for brain function. I did frozen banana. I hate frozen banana, so I'm not going to do that, but I might add in like 1 shot of espresso as well. First impressions, really good. She's gorgeous, she's frothy. The thing I'm most impressed about is the fact that there is no ice cubes left. It completely blended everything, which is my main concern with frozen fruit, really. I've just finished taking the photos. I had a nice little photo shoot set up here with this gorgeous little tablecloth. But taste test, put a little bit of matcha on top. Ooh, damn! Oh my god, I love nut butter in a smoothie. It makes it so creamy. First impressions, excellent. Also, some new in ceramics that I got off Etsy, which I didn't realize were coming from Thailand. So they took a hot minute to get here. However, they did arrive. Too impatient, but I've unwrapped one and oh my god, look how beautiful. Like, I love how like chunky and thick it is. Oh my god, that's what she said. Feeling immature today, but look at the texture. I think this kind of texture and color is exactly what the shelf needs because everything is so block colored. I've let my face calm down. I've just spent like a big chunk of my phone call with my mom after my smoothie crying. We were both crying. I just thought it was important to yeah, it was just a little bit of like crappy news, and I just think it's important to kind of show the shitty times as well, because I think a lot of people don't realize that everybody has their struggles. I don't feel the need to go into it per se, but so hard for me to spit stuff out like this. Wondering why there's only 2 bowls this time, and that is because I lost one Mercury retrograde. Fallen soldier. It's been so many years since I've had like a clumsy physical retrograde moment, and unfortunately a $99 crystal singing bowl was harmed in the process. But at least it was the smallest one, and at least it was only 1 bowl that broke, because if all of them broke, honestly, that would have been the worst. So again, positivity, it could always be worse. I'm not sorry about it, but I don't know how I feel about that little emotional outburst. I was trying to convey my feelings, but honestly I was like way too sniffly and just a mess, so I probably am going to chop down that footage quite a lot. But what I was trying to convey at the time was that obviously had that phone call and it wasn't the best news of the world. Everyone's okay, don't worry. And I know I'm just gonna get so much love and like thank you in advance. Like I'm all G, and it's not a pity party. It genuinely is just, I talk about all the time. Like I might come on and be like, oh, you know guys, I had a really bad week, but it doesn't really translate, I think. But it happened. I was already filming at the time, and I just felt like, you know what, this is real, this is raw, this is how days go sometimes. Sometimes you just get walloped with a bit of like heavy news or a heavy event, and like it was a good opportunity to show you guys like not everything, I'm just like any other person, like not everything is hunky-dory in my life. However, like that my positivity does not come from this like naive place, because I think that a lot, and like I've probably been guilty of this myself like in the past, but I definitely don't want to be this kind of like positive influence that is in any way coming from a place of lack of experience of like what hard times are like, because I truly believe that everyone has their thing that they suffer with, or their challenge that they've been given in life, or their situation that they've been dealt with. And it doesn't matter what the situation is, if it's important to you and it's affecting your life, like then it's valid. And we all just are here to experience these things in different ways. You know, my pain is not equal or comparable to yours, but we're all going through it, and it's about kind of having compassion for that. And for me, positivity is just like rolling with the punches and just knowing that life is not meant to be sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna get hit with hard times. You're gonna get hit with random things you never thought were going to happen to you or your family, and it's about maintaining some shred of I guess hope that tomorrow will be better, or next month will be better, or next year will be better. And that's what keeps me putting one foot in front of the other. Like all you can do is control how you react to these things that are thrown at you, and you know, take the time you need to process it, and process it how you will. But for me, I know that like you're just going to be thrown crap stuff no matter what, so you can either let it crush you, or you can kind of use it to even practice more gratitude for the things that are going right in your life and that you do have control over. You know, not every part of your life like thrives at the same time. Positivity for me is also just like looking at life in a glass half full kind of mentality, because that will get you somewhere. That will do something positive for you and your life going forward. And like I said earlier, it could always be worse. Like I've been in a lot of shit situations, a lot of scary situations, a lot of really panicked situations, and like somehow I've always managed to be like, shite, well, this is feckin' bad, but like it genuinely could always be worse. This was a chatty vlog. I promise I'm gonna go out and like start exploring again soon. I just have not been in the mood to like do the Manhattan thing, or you know, I've just been enjoying being in my neighborhood, so I hope you don't mind a little chatty vlog. I feel like most of you don't. I hope you have a relaxing Sunday or a great start to your Monday. Go smash it. Let's put in the work this week, fam. Let's start on a positive note. We can do this. Just thank you for spending the time with me. I value it. I appreciate that you choose to come here and waste your time, I guess, in a way, but hopefully it's not a waste of time and that you find value in it, and I appreciate you. And you know, of course, if you're feeling super nice, subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend. I'd appreciate it. Bye.